Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and we're moving now into our third and final segment for the morning. This one is all about Rotary Club of Belize Sunrise, and they're here to talk to us about RYLA. What are RYLA? No, it's not your dog's name. None of their dog name. It's actually the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, and that conference is actually going to be this coming Saturday. In to talk to us about it, we've got Victor Usher, who is a representative of the group, and of course Ray Hohenkirk, a representative of the group as well. And I'm so glad and esteemed to be a part of that group as well with these guys. And we know how Ray does it. So we're going to start with him. Ray, primarily, Rotary Club of Belize Sunrise. We've heard about Rotarians all across the world. As a matter of fact, during the commercial break before you guys get in, Brighton was telling me about one of his family members being a Rotarian all the way in California. There is a connection with Rotarians. Tell us about Sunrise.
Sunrise is going to be 15 years on the end of May next month. We were chartered, I think, either 26th or 29th of May in 2007. And the club currently has about 46 members. Actually, contrary to the norm, we have about 42% of our members being females, and Rotary has been predominantly over the years been a male-dominated club or male-dominated membership. But in our club it's different, and we have found a lot of benefits in having a lot more females involved because the ladies are more organized, they know what to do, they get things done, and us guys just do the heavy work and they do the planning and we get our job done very easily. And so it's been a positive sign for us to have a lot more females in our club than what has been traditionally the norm worldwide. But Rotary is a service organization, and you give up your free time, whether it's on a weekend, during the week, in meetings, fundraising activities, service projects, and you also pay all your expenses for anything that has to be done, per se. So it's really, and there are other service organizations that are similar to Rotary, but it's an organization that where you feel you want to give back to the community, and because of the fact that the club has a structure in place and policies and procedures for doing things, then you being a member of the club, you feel that whatever you're doing has more purpose than you saying, okay, I can help somebody today, which is not bad at all, actually. But then you also get the recognition being part of a worldwide organization.
You know, primarily, I feel that because you did mention that it's a service organization, and I feel that's the sweets of it. For the most part, when people help people, the reward is the fact that you've helped somebody. It's more a great feeling reward that you get. Now, how can one be a part of that group? There are a lot of people out here right now who would want to help, but they don't know how to or where to channel that help. How can people be a part of Rotary Sunrise?
Usually you have to be asked to join. So as a member, I would have to extend an invitation to you to come to a meeting. There's a process to go through, and the process is more you trying to understand what the organization is all about and see whether you can fit into that. Because we have a lot of cases where people have joined the organization, and after maybe 6 months to a year, they realize that, you know what, that's not what I thought it was all about. And then you find them not participating, or they just decide to quit the club. So that initial process is for you to understand and know that, okay, this is what I want to do because this is what the club does or this is what the organization does. And then once you become a member, well then it's all downhill after that.
You know, John mentioned a bit earlier about Rotary being global. What is the relation like with other clubs in other countries with Belize Sunrise?
We are part of clubs are you have clubs in a country, and then those clubs in the countries are part of a district, and then those districts are part of a zone. Yeah. So it's like a organization structure.
Yes, yes.
All right, so you go clubs, district, zone, then you got the Rotary Board of Directors. We are part of District 4250, which consists of Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras. So we see our colleagues every year when there's a district conference, which is an opportunity for all us to meet together and celebrate the achievements of Rotary for that particular year, and then we move to the other country and we do the same thing over and over again. But you have a lot of stories of Rotarians saying they traveled to a country and they were wearing their pin, which I'm telling you, that opens doors for you, you know, and because that person sees their pin and they say, well, I'm a Rotarian too, and automatically you're brothers. You know, so you have that kind of kinship, so to speak, and people have experienced those situations, that they were in difficult situations and the pin got them out, you know. So from that perspective, we all brothers and sisters, you know, wherever we are.
Globally.
Globally.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Now let's jump on into RYLA. We know that there's so much that Rotary Sunrise are actually into in terms of the help, and we know for a fact that it's more so educational because we've seen some of the work that has been done, especially here in Belize City. But let's get to RYLA. What is RYLA, Vic, and what does it stand for, and how can one be a part of it?
Okay, well, RYLA is an event that Rotary produces, which caters for young people. The whole idea about RYLA is to develop leadership skills in the youth. RYLA stands for Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. And it is usually a long weekend event where we would invite a number of
youth,
young people,
right, young people, to like a retreat. COVID caused that to get shaken, and also caused us to be able to have our first RYLA in Belize last year. So we are the, as far as I know, we're the only ones in this district that have done a RYLA virtually. So we did one last year, and this is our second go round. And what we try to do is, it's about having dynamic speakers that can give young people a sense of why leadership is important and how they can become leaders in their own community. So basically that's what it is. Our event, like I said, is a virtual event, and we will be having dynamic speakers. We have speakers from Honduras, El Salvador, the United States, and Jamaica. Those are our keynote speakers. And then we have smaller speakers, and we have entertainment as well. So that's pretty much what our event will be like this coming Saturday.
So it's basically a channel that leadership quality into young people.
Yes, we're trying to sink a seed, you know, you know, drop a seed into some young person's mind, and you never know. These little ideas can grow into something that becomes the next something. Bill Gates or somebody important, right?
The next prime minister.
Right, exactly. You know, the next medical discovery. You know, something starts germinating, right?
Definitely.
You know, leadership is so important, and having studied this at school, John, we know leadership in its most basic meaning is influence, and how we influence others, how we influence organizations, how we influence even governments. Speak to us a bit about some of the key areas of leadership that this particular event will focus on.
Okay, well, like I said, we have 4 keynote speakers and our district governor. Those are the big points, if you want to call it that. Our district governor is from Honduras, and he will be opening the event. And then we will go right into Janelle Chanona, who is, everybody will know her as a senator now for the NGOs. and she will be presenting on, from her perspective, how leadership is important in the in youth, no?
Yeah.
We will have some smaller presenters in there, and then we will have Dr. Alexander Usher, who will present. He will be presenting from Tennessee in the United States. He is retired from Walgreens. He was quite high up in the management structure of Walgreens, and he is now dealing with some other opportunities. The third person will be Angel Cortez. Now he will be our Rotary knowledge, and he will be a Rotary knowledge person.
Okay.
Because none of the other presenters are Rotarians.
Okay.
And so he will bring in, from Rotary's perspective, how leadership plays a role in everything.
Yeah.
And finally, and maybe some of you guys will recognize this name, we have Kalila Reynolds, Enriquez Reynolds. She will be our...
He's out of Jamaica.
That's right.
Yes.
And she will be our closing keynote speaker. We'll have, I think, one or two other presenters after her that are smaller. And she will give her perspective on leadership as well.
Yeah.
So we have different segments of society, and each one will give their perspective on how leadership plays a role.
In society,
and,
of
and
course.
we think that these people are leaders in their own lanes, so to speak. Yeah.
Of course. So it's actually channeling that leadership quality within young people. Exactly where I'd like to go as well. Only young people from Belize will be taking part?
Actually, we have invited from our district. As Ria said, our district consists of Belize, Guatemala, Honduras. That generally means that Belize is the only English-speaking one.
Whoa.
However, the invitation is out there.
Okay.
So anybody who has received the invitation can, it's a matter you have to register first.
Okay.
And then in that registration process, or when you go through that registration process, that will generate a link that is unique to you.
Okay.
And you will get that by email.
Okay.
So the way people can find out how to register, they can search us up on Facebook, the Rotary Club of Belize Sunrise. And they will see our flyer, and in the text along with the flyer, they will see the link to register.
So you click that link and you could
click
be a
that
part
link, and it will bring up a very simple thing. It's name, where if you're in school, what school you go to, what level, an email address, and probably a phone number.
And for folks to understand the magnitude of RYLA, what was the turnout for last year? Can we remember that?
Okay, last year we had a total of 240 participants.
And this was steady on the stream.
That well, what we did was we had way more that registered, but this is a number that stayed on for at least an hour or more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because our RYLA last year started at 8 sharp, which we will start again at 8 promptly again this year, and we were finished at about 12:15, 12:30 last year. And this year, we said we're going to try and see if we can make it to 1 o'clock. And the reason why we don't want to go longer, because we could push it longer, but we're not going to break for lunch.
Okay.
It will be one thing straight through, and then done.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So, and I could speak to this because last year I was there as well.
Yeah.
And it was a steady stream of young people, very engaged. And this is actually online.
Yeah.
So this was not people, yes, online and live, and two hosts. And they're being interactive with the young people. And also, if you register, you also get a chance to win some great prizes, because I know that we've got that as well. Ria, you want to talk to me about that?
He have the shopping list. So
talk to me about the shopping list.
We have some giveaways. We have some personalized gift items. We have some cell phone packages.
Wow.
We have a nice little line of gifts. Some of them are still being secured right now. We're still working on some of them, but we have at least I would say about 10 giveaways that will happen.
Saturday.
And if we seal a big deal right now, it will put in some cash prizes as well.
Well.
but John, just to add though, even though we say in leadership per se, not everybody is designed to be a leader.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to be a leader either.
Yeah.
So the leadership award program gives you some sense of perspective.
Okay.
In terms of maybe what you want to do in life.
Okay.
Even if you're not going to be a leader.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all the speakers are going to give their perspective in terms of what motivated them to be where they are, or even to do what they were doing, per se.
Yeah.
So it's that inspiration session really to make young people feel, okay, you know what, I was planning to be a doctor or maybe a prime minister, but I can't cut out for this. I could still be something else that would be meaningful in life that I could contribute to our society.
Look, and I'll tell you what, everybody, it doesn't matter your stature, it doesn't matter what job you've got, you're connected in some way, shape, or form because you are also a part of what is channeling things to go forward.
Interdependence.
There we go. And this is exactly what Rotary does. So when they talk about this Rotary Youth Leadership Award, there are different perspectives to show you how you are part of the ratchet that is that are making things going forward within society. So again, it's easy to sign up. All you need to do I have to pay to be a part of it?
No, the event is free for participants. Rotary, this is basically the way how Rotary tries to build leadership qualities in young people.
Okay.
So Rotary is sponsoring it. We do have a few sponsors that play a role in this, and those would be like, for example, the Biltmore. We have Avant-Garde, who are doing all our production stuff. They making sure that we switch to the right presenter and so forth on time and whatnot. We have Smart that's giving us the
cell phones,
the internet.
The
internet bandwidth, and we have other sponsors as well. Quality Poultry.
Okay.
And yeah.
Man, I don't mind you want chicken. I just to say, but the importance of it is exactly what we're talking about. So you log on to Rotary Club of Belize Sunrise Facebook page.
Right.
You'll see the flyer. There is a link in that flyer. You click there.
The link is in the text.
Okay,
apparently the link would not work posted on the picture. So
okay.
It's in the text.
So it's in the text.
Flyer. Yeah.
You click in there,
right,
and you fill out the information there.
Right. And it's very basic information.
Okay.
Basically, like I said, it's just your name, an email address, a phone number, and something about your schooling if you're in school.
Yeah.
How many people are you expected for this year? Last year you said you were catered for about what, 500?
No, last year we had 240.
Okay, that was steady stream, but you had a catering number.
Right. We have sufficient Zoom capability to handle up to 1,000 participants.
Okay.
Right. So my target is to meet last year plus maybe 10%. If we do that, that would be fine, which is like maybe 275.
Yeah.
But hey, I would hope to be able to use up this Zoom thing we're paying for, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think a lot of the participants last year had connection problems from time to time.
Okay.
Depending on where they were, location-wise, etc.
Okay.
And that's why people were on and off. But the amount of people that Vic was talking about who stayed on consistently, that's the quantity that we logged more or less as what those people who participated for the entire program.
All right. So
even though others came on and off.
Any youth within Belize, Salvador, Honduras, or if you'd like to take part, this is a great opportunity.
Belize, Guatemala,
Honduras. I know somebody mentioned that Salvador is something.
Salvador yet.
The truth is, John, that this is global.
Okay.
We're online.
Yeah,
registration is open. So somebody in Taiwan.
If that's how you feel,
If you know somebody, our target audience is 18 to 25.
Okay.
We're not locking it off at that. So people a little bit older, or people a little bit younger, people a little bit younger can participate. Remember, Rotary is a clean event. We won't be doing anything that a family can't sit down and watch.
Yeah.
Right? So anybody can find it, register, and log on.
Okay.
So if you know somebody in our in the 18 to 25 year demographic,
okay,
share the link.
A little younger.
I think he said he is.
Yeah, the man say he passed out already.
Nearing towards the end of that category now.
He's leaning towards the under 25.
But he's still got the opportunity to become a great leader, and this is exactly where it starts with the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. Ray, final words are yours.
We would like as many young people as possible to register for the program. And even those who did it last year, come again because of different speakers, so you have a chance to hear something different from somebody else. And for those young kids who did not participate last year, register, log on, and be part of something that is going to be a growing activity that our club will support every year.
Definitely. All right. Yeah. And again, to log on, you need to join the Facebook page at?
You search us up on Facebook, Rotary Club of Belize Sunrise, and I think it's pinned as the first thing. You'll see our flyer. It's a dark blue flyer. And
there it is, right there.
There it is. That's
it's on the screen.
And just check out the text, and right in the text, you'll see the link.
And you fill that out, you send that, and automatically you're registered.
Right.
And
you will get an email that gives you a unique link, because the you can't share the link. That link is for you.
That's your personal link.
That's your personal link. And so the registration is important.
All right. Excellent. So, and of course, if you are one of the young people that we're talking about here, and you've got more than one of you in a household, then hey, sit together and try your best to listen up. And hey, you never know, you could be the next leader. All right. So Ray and Vic, we want to thank you guys so very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having us.
And wishing all our club brothers and sisters all the best, especially Madam President. See, our president is a female. You know, so that's how we are in terms of stepping out on the limb, because everybody
and our
is
incoming
equal.
president is also female.
See, there we go. There we go. But thank you guys once again for joining us, and we hope that Saturday will be a big success for not only Rotary Club of Belize Sunrise, but also for all the clubs that are participating. Thank you. We're about to take our final break of the morning. When we come back, we will be wrapping things up. Stay with us.